Hello lovely ladies, it's Kate Muker here. Tonight I wanted to do a video to cover a couple of concepts that I really enjoyed from the teleseminar I did last week with the lovely ladies that are all speaking and facilitators at the Reveal conference. I also wanted to just touch on, I'm actually doing a 12-week program called Rock Your Goddess Life with the lovely Alexandra J. Johnson. So she is covering basically a bunch of different elements: spirituality, nutrition, movement, playfulness, sexuality, and each week we go through a different one. And my goal for my intention for the program is to tap more into my playfulness, fun, and sexiness. So one of the things I'm going to do is not be so hard on myself and not be such a serious Sam. So often if I do video, which I don't do very often, I analyze and I critique it, and then next thing you know, I have done 5 million cuts and it's taken me 10 hours. So one of my promises to myself is today we're just going to do one video, and whatever I'm meant to share will come out just as it's supposed to. So here we go. One of the things that really stood out to me from the talk that I wanted to just re-emphasize was to create the seminar. For anyone who was not on the call, was about connecting with your inner wisdom, and how when you connect with your inner wisdom, it brings happiness, freedom, and success. And really the reason I chose the words happiness, freedom, and success is because I felt that each of the women on the call really emanated certain qualities, or that was something they focused on with their clients. So like Gabrielle has a book called Adding More Ing, A Hip Guide to Happiness. And Joanna really helps women in business to succeed in soul-led projects. But the truth is that when you connect with your inner wisdom, you can really create anything you want in your life. Like anything is possible. So if it could be happiness, success, you really just get to live a purposeful, inspired life. And so, if you're feeling stuck in certain areas, or if you really just want to even enhance your life in any way, the three things that I wanted to emphasize was, it starts with a willingness and desire to really see things differently, or to make a change, or to be open to a new perspective. And I can say for myself that this one step has probably been the thing that served me most in my life. Just from a young child, I was very open and curious, and always wanted to learn and grow, and always, I guess the thing for me was that if I respected the person, or if what they said resonated with me, then I owned it. I didn't need to be convinced of it. So I remember in my early 20s or even late teens, if I ever met someone who was married for a long time, I'd be like, so what's the secret to a long marriage? And I guess I would keep all these things in my database, and whatever resonated were the things that really stuck to me. So I approach this in many areas of my life. If I see someone who's achieving something that I want to achieve, which is really one of the reasons I joined the Rock Your Goddess Life program, is because Alexandra really embodies the playful, fun goddess, and that's something that I really want to enhance in my life. And so I go to learn from the people who I feel have or are doing something that I really want to achieve, as long as their philosophy for living is aligned with mine. So I really take what I feel resonates and apply it. So that's something I'd like to offer to you. If you would like to make change in your life, or if you're just looking to enhance it, or create more happiness or success, or things just aren't going the way you want, try to look for the people who are emanating or living what you feel you'd like to have more of in your life, and then have a willingness and a desire to just look at things from a new perspective. And so that's the first part. And then the second one is surrendering. Now, this is one that I have not mastered or been very good at in my life, but in the last, I would say 3 to 4 months, it's something that's come up a lot. And so I've been really holding this space to surrender, to let go of control, to be vulnerable and allow things to show up as they will. And I think when we're able to surrender, amazing things can happen, because when we hold on to what we hold on the way we think things should be, like in my circumstances, that I hold on to control because I want to make sure everything works out the way I think it should. But when I've been willing to surrender to whatever is meant to happen, the universe shows up in amazing ways, and the things that are brought to me are things that I could have never imagined. So they're so much greater than what I could have ever imagined. So that was the second one, was to surrender. And the third was just to allow. So we just surrender to what is, and then allow, be open and allow things to come in. And again, that's been another teaching for me in the last, I would say even 6 months to a year, that the more that I cultivated just to allow things to show up and let go of the control and surrender to what is, some amazing things have come into my life. With Conscious Divas, with the women who I'm meeting and connecting with to help expand the message. It's been absolutely amazing. So if there's anything I could leave you with from the call, that would be the 3 for me. It would be just to have the desire and the willingness to see things from a new perspective, the surrender, just to surrender to what is, and then to allow, so that you can allow yourself to receive. And as you practice these, you'll start to just cultivate more of a relationship with your inner wisdom as well. So I mean, that's been the greatest gift for me, and I hope that serves you. And if you were on the call, I would love to hear sort of what your takeaways were, and I'll expand on other takeaways as well, because I think that there was so much juicy value on that call. Each of the women had just a different angle and perspective to what they were bringing. Yeah, and I loved it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. Have a good night. Mwah!